what's poppin'? Smoking with Tutso. On my right, I got my mans.
What's good? What's good? I'm J.O.S.
And shit, he be running a podcast. He got an album out. Shit, what's the album called, buddy?
Life of the Party, out on all platforms. Tap in with J.O.S. Life of the Party.
Same shit for the podcast too.
Our podcast is the 1% podcast.
Okay, so
YouTube.
tell me a little bit about the 1% podcast, cause I'm gonna be honest, I ain't looked nothing up or nothing. I just know about it.
Type shit. I was just me and my friend during COVID. We was doing a lot of yapping on FaceTime, just about like, just like dreams, goals, yada yada. And then we was like, yo, we be having like these really productive ass conversations. So let's record it, put it out one day. Once we're like bigger. But then like, once the pandemic ended and niggas was back in school, just like, there's no reason to wait. Like why hold it? So let's just jump into it. We bought all the equipment. We set up. We made a list of people we want to talk to, and just like based it off of like basically the 1%, meaning like 1% of people who's down to like change their life, do better, chase their dreams, and actually put the work in type shit.
Okay, that's fire.
Type shit.
So did the music come first or did that come after?
Music came way before. I think it's like 3 years now that I've been making music, but that just came from like a whole like life of just being super into music, but like never actually like realizing how much I actually fucked with it type shit.
Yeah, I that was kind of my shit too. Like growing up, like I would always fuck with the music. I never pictured myself ever actually making shit.
Exactly.
But let me pivot back to the podcast a little bit. What was the most difficult aspect of like setting up the podcast and just like doing it?
It's definitely like the fact that we're all like young, trying to do our own things, and we all have like very crunch time schedule. Like there's three of us. My friend Turby and my other friend Hunter. They're my hosts. They're my co-hosts. One's always in Connecticut. He's always working night shifts, so he's tired throughout the day. And the other one, he just has a life to manage. You dig what I'm saying? And then me with on my music, I'm always trying to be in the studio, and this was back before the album was out, so I was just in there, trying to make songs, scratching, editing. At the same time, I'm teaching myself how to engineer. So, I got features coming in from other people, or I got people that want to lock in, do live sessions. So it's just like shit ton of things we're all trying to manage. But eventually we just were able to like lock in mainly at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. and just like bang out episodes at the nighttime.
Y'all be doing it on like a Zoom call or something like that?
No.
Or like in person?
In person.
Oh,
It's
okay,
in person.
okay,
Yeah. We all just meet up at my crib.
Shit, what were some of your influences then with the music shit? Like, what's your sound like? Like, if someone had never heard your music, how would you like describe your sound?
I describe it as of now that my album is out.
Yo,
I'll give myself like some little Tekka, Don Toliver, A Boogie type of like melodic ass vibes type shit. I tried the rapping, and it's like I can't do it unless I'm throwing in some sort of like melody or flow with it. I can't just straight spit like niggas. I'll give niggas prop that can do that shit because I tried, it just didn't fit me.
that's not a bad thing though. It seems like you understand your strengths and your weaknesses.
No,
Like,
for sure.
What did you listen to a lot like growing up, and like what influenced like that sound? Like, what made you want to like go with that? Is that just like the vibe that you would get when you're making music, or is that like something deeper? Like, did you listen to a lot of that type of music? Like,
Definitely growing up, I was listening to shit ton of MJ, like Michael Jackson.
okay.
You know him, like MJ is king of pop, so
Yeah.
I was all over that. Eminem, huge influence. That's when I think he was like the first rapper I ever like seen. Someone who could spit. Being young and seeing some shit like Rap God, where he just spitting. I'm like, whoa, I never seen that shit. But I guess what crafted my sound was a lot of like trial and error. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it was just me just hunting for what I could make exclusively mine. Like, I would like replicate like a bigger artist's sound, and then just try to mix it like with another artist and just learn. I take like maybe the lyrics and wordplay of like Polo G, and then take like the flow of like Juice World, or like the flow switch and melody of like A Boogie, and just like combine it and then try to like do all three, and it just worked out eventually.
Like a scientist in a lab type shit.
Type shit.
So, based off of how you just described that process, it sounds like you focus more like on a single song rather than cohesively thinking of the whole body of work, or am I like interpreting that wrong? Do you think when you were putting the album together, I guess what I'm asking is, were you thinking more of it as like a cohesive package, or was it like, is it a ton of singles we've been working on type thing?
Nah, definitely, I definitely wanted it to sound consistent, you know, like, I didn't want it to be like, you know, one song's like, sounds like, you know, like a boogie type shit, and then the next song, I'm on my like Young Boy or like, which I don't even do shit like that, but you know, that's just an example. Right. You know, I wanted it to definitely sound like the songs were meant to like flow off of each other nicely. Like if you're listening to the album, you know, song to song, track to track, you're never gonna like skip the vibe. It's never gonna be like, oh, this shit's completely different, or this shit, you know, kind of don't sound like the last one. Like I definitely wanted it to all like just be very similar to one another.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you described how you came up with the name, the 1% podcast, but how'd you come up with J.O.S?
J.O.S, my best friend, my brother actually came up with that shit. Before my shit, I was all over the place trying to find a name. I was just taking letters, just combining them. My shit was YBX at one point. Yeah. Stood for absolutely nothing, but it's like, yo, it sounded cool. Yeah. But J.O.S, my name is Josker. It's like Oscar with a J.
Oh, okay.
So my friend was like, yo, just do your name. You know, there's niggas out there that have their name. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. He's like, all right, cut it. Do Joss. I'm like, Joss, you know, Joss is, it's weird. He's like, all right, abbreviate it. J.O.S. I'm like, that's tough, but it has to stand for something. Joy of sound. I'm like, yo, I don't know how you did that, but appreciate you. Like, and from there, like, just stuck. And I did a poll, like, yo, should I change my name? Everybody's like, yo, lose that shit, YBX. Like, J.O.S, that's how you do it. I'm like, oh, smooth.
Honestly, that's usually how most people get their names. It's usually the names that people like give it to. I mean, even my name, the too tall part, that's just what everybody called me. My mama used to call me too tall because like my motherfucking ass would I'd be so like tall and skinny. Yeah. My jeans would either be all the way up and you see like the motherfucking high waters and shit, type shit. Or like the waist would be all fucked up. Like the big and tall shit would not fit me at all. So she always be like, "Oh, you too tall, you too tall."
That's funny, but that's creative though, and it sticks.
And then the other aspect of the name I came up with, but that's another story.
Nah, type shit. That's smooth though. For sure.
Do you ever feel like when you're in the studio and shit and you're chilling with mad people, like, do you feel like the input definitely helps you a lot with the process, or do you usually record by yourself?
It started off with like me not knowing shit about engineering and producing, so I first tapped in with Project X, you know, before he was huge. Yeah. You know, shouts out to him. And he engineered my very first two songs, and that's back when I was like, that was my first time in the studio of any sort. So I was super nervous. I didn't want nobody in there with me. So you know, this was me just finding a beat, writing some shit in my notes, and just spitting. And then eventually, you know, Dream Noise shut down, which was the studio, and then I came across Cairo, and you know, I went to his lab, and shouts out to Cairo the Mass. He definitely helped me become the artist I am today. And I just like would hit him up for studio time, you know. And at first it was just simple, you know, engineer, artist, you know, he engineers their shit, you pay him. Yeah. But then, you know, like I got close with him through people that I just knew, you know, like, you know, K Richie, you know, Margella, like just people I went to school with and shit. And then, you know, they was just chilling with him, not even just recording, you know, like they was just on some friend shit. So they start bringing me around. I get close with him. I start seeing how he works. And I took like a lot of the methods that he was doing. Like I was just blown away by the way he could freestyle, the way he could just come up with flows and hooks and shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna learn from this guy. Yeah. So yeah, he definitely like, that was something major. Not just him, like other artists that were in the studio, I just like sit and observe, just like take in like intel, you know, just watch them work and just be like, all right, cool.
Literally, that's honestly the best way to do it, because I feel like I've learned so much too. Like even with Cairo, I hit up Scuba one day because I was like, I came back from Florida working with Fazo. Even watching Fazo work in Orlando, like the way that he would freestyle and punch in at different spots, like it inspired like even like the most recent shit that I did. I was like, oh yeah, Fazo did this shit. I'm gonna do it this way. And like even watching like Cairo when we was chilling with Scuba recording and shit, like he was giving me advice and shit. Like I was watching how he was doing shit. And like you said, that shit helped me a lot. Like I learned so much just from watching people.
Oh yeah.
Even like producing and engineering. I've heard that from like I went to go see a manager one time, and he had like a little producer with him, and the producer was telling me, I just learned how to engineer by watching motherfuckers in the studio. That's like literally the best way to do it.
Same with me. I got Logic because of Cairo, just watching him do Logic, and eventually he'd show me a thing or two on there. Like eventually I wasn't paying for studio time anymore. Like I was just going in, whipping up with him, you know, like he'd throw me on the track. Or, like I just sit there and dead ass watch him. I wouldn't record shit that whole day, but I like just being in the presence of like a bunch of creators, a bunch of different artists. Like it just like it's like a sponge. You just soak all that shit in, and eventually it's gonna, you know, you're gonna squeeze it all out. A bunch of creativity becomes your own thing.
It really is kind of like absorbing, like you said, like a sponge, like the information. Even I even feel that way about like performing and shit. Like I really feel like you soaking off like the crowd's energy and shit. Like but shout out Project X, shout out Cairo. I got shit with both of them. You got shit with both of them. Shit. Well, you got any Project X songs on the album?
No. I haven't tapped in with him since he like, you know, became big, you know, and kudos to him for doing his thing. Type shit, but no. All my shit are YouTube beats, which is a bitch to find. I'd like to lock in with like a producer who can like, you know, make some shit to my sound, but you know, I just make it work.
I feel you. Have you ever like traveled to like hit different like people for interviews and shit? Like, what's the furthest you've ever had to travel for a 1% podcast interview?
Nah, everybody comes to me, bro.
Everybody?
Yeah, people are willing to come from like New York to come talk to me.
That's fire, bro.
It's like, yo, smooth. But then it's like, you know, we haven't uploaded in like almost 8 months now, so it's like shit.
Right. But that's good because you're starving them with content. So yeah, that's a good thing though, because you're starving them with content. That means they're just gonna be hungrier and hungrier once they come back for it.
Yeah, I see that shit a lot. People still hit me up like to this day, yo, let me get on that podcast. Yo, what are we doing with the episode? I'm like, yo, chill. Like, it'll slide. Trust. Just give me some time to figure shit out.
That's how it should be, though. Take your time with it. It's quality over quantity.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's also just, you know, bitch to put everything together. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I got my co-host, but I'm the one that, you know, edits. I'm the one that uploads. I'm the one that, you know, writes the descriptions. I'm the one that, you know, talks to the people. So, you know, I'm not taking any credit from what they do, but it's like, you know.
Right. It's a process.
Yeah, like, I'm the one who wanted to start this shit. Like, and this was me wanting to do everything, you know. So, it's like, I do have to do everything, and it is like just a shit ton of things I gotta manage. And they definitely try to help out and put in their input, but there's only so much they can do, you know.
Right. It's almost like you the agent / manager of the group type shit. I feel that because I feel that it's kind of the same shit with this situation. But what are you into other than working? Because you know we all got our vices and shit. Tap. So like, what you be doing for fun?
You know, I'm a homebody ass nigga, so I just really be home. Playing games. If not, I just go hang out with my bros. You know, we just chill, you know.
Like video games, type shit?
Yeah, video games.
What kind of games you into?
Yo, believe it or not, I'm not into any of the shit that, like, your average gamer would be like. I don't play 2K. I don't play COD.
Alright, so you don't even know who you're talking to right now. So what do you like? What do you like?
I fuck with Mortal Kombat. Super heavy.
Which one's your favorite?
As of right now, like 11. 11's kind of cold.
11? Okay, that's 5.
Like, you know, don't get me wrong, the rest is tough, but 11, you know, it's just.
I don't know, bro. X was pretty heat.
X was heat. Only thing about X was just the DLCs. I didn't rock with like.
You didn't fuck with the DLCs?
Nah, man, just a bunch of horror characters.
Wow,
that was it.
The Predator was tough in that.
Predator, yo, it was boof to me. I was not feeling it, bro.
Nah, even that with the I fucked with Tremor in that game too. That shit was
yeah. Tremor was pretty tough.
It did piss me off on that game. How they did just keep releasing horror characters and shit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Y'all could have blessed us with actual Mortal Kombat characters.
Yeah, no, 1 or 2 would have been cool, but they just back to back. I think like the whole roster aside Tremor and that other shorty, I forgot her name, was just straight horror characters. Yeah. Tanya, yeah. It's just a bunch of horror characters. I'm like, yo, and I'm not even big into horror. Like, I hate scary shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, whatever. But 11 is tough.
11's fine. I fuck with 11 because it's a lot slower than X.
Yeah,
I feel like it's two completely different games. I feel with X and 11, you got like the perfect fighting game combo. Because like 11, they got that shit where it's that shit where it showed like the X-ray when you hit them a certain type of way, like on a counter.
Yeah, the crushing blow or some shit.
That's what the fuck that shit called.
Yeah.
That shit completely changes the way that shit works. Top of the way the meters are, like how you can use defense, offense. I fuck with that too.
It's tough as hell. I play that shit with my brother like every day, and it's like.
See, that's how I used to play this shit too. It was always a couch game and shit.
Yeah, not super competitive, bro. Like, and it's like I'm a rager. Like I'm the nigga that smashes controller off a game. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny. Like it's just competitive, to be honest.
Who do you be playing in Mortal Kombat?
I be maining on Rambo.
Oh, okay.
Rambo's tough as hell. He's like my main. If I'm not using him, I'm sweating with Johnny Cage. If not Johnny Cage, and I'm probably going stupid with like Cassie Cage or some shit.
Okay. See, I started playing before Rambo like dropped and shit, but then I peeped that you dropped like Rain and shit. I was like,
yeah, Rain,
damn.
Rambo. It's a tough roster. Definitely a tough roster.
I hear they're dropping some new shit though. There was like a trailer. I ain't peep it, but
dude,
that's why
they've been dropping back-to-back trailers on the new one.
Is it?
It's so cold. It looks so cold. I can't even lie. It looks so fucking tough, bro.
You fuck with Dark Souls?
Nah. I don't know shit about that.
What other games you be fucking with?
Aside MK, I play Red Dead. I think Red Dead is funny as fuck.
Okay, Red
Dead Redemption, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's tough as I don't know if you play those, but like those games, the Insomniac games, those are so tough.
See, I never played the Insomniac ones. I played the PlayStation 2, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, the classics. Yeah, I played the classics too, but these new ones are something else. Like,
are they?
Definitely tough as hell.
Shit, I think my favorite like Spider-Man game was Ultimate Spider-Man, like the really old school one, and that one you could play like Venom and shit.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
A monster in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, I fuck with it. But what other? You say you don't fuck with horror movies. What other movies you be fucking with? Like, what kind of movies do you fuck with?
Mainly like some sci-fi or action shit. You know what I'm saying? Like any MCU movie would like do it for me. Really, I fuck with that. I fuck with anything that has Denzel Washington, because he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite Denzel movie?
John Q.
Which one was that one?
John Q. That's the one where he's like a father and his son has like a heart problem, and he's like holding a whole hospital hostage so that they can get like this kid a new heart.
I didn't see that one.
It's so fucking. It's based on a true story too.
I fuck with the. Denzel was the one that did the Malcolm X one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was Denzel?
Yeah.
I fucked with that one. That one was hard as shit.
Tough as fuck, yeah.
And then he had another one where he was in prison. I forget the fuck it was. That one was hard too.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, I've been watching a lot of like foreign movies and shit with my little brother, cause he be putting me on all types of like little content, like the fucking some of them foreign flicks. They really value the art, and like you can really learn a lot. Do you ever listen to like any foreign music and interpret that into your own shit?
Not as of right now. I definitely try to expand my craft as much as I can, but like I mainly just stick with like I guess what's popping. Like I guess in the underground scene, because I feel like underground niggas right now are doing it a lot better than most mainstream rappers.
So who you be fucking with?
I fuck with a guy named PM Bata. He's so tough. Like he's just like so talented, lyrically, melodically, and he also has this crazy vocal range, so he can sing. Super tough. I've been listening to him, just like trying to not copy, but like learn from him. See what he does with wordplay, lyrics, melodies, his beat choice, which is something that I've just been trying to find a lot lately. Just like different types of beats.
What is your favorite aspect of a song? Do you value lyrics the most, flow, production? Like what aspect do you really like fuck with?
As a like melodic artist, I'm definitely gonna be like super tuned in with like the flow and how catchy a song is, But I also listen to lyrics, like of course I'm gonna listen to the lyrics, and if it's some weird shit, I'm not really finna be listening to it. Like I feel like the lyrics have to be just as valid, if not better, than the flow, because flow can get you humming that shit, but if it's lyrics, you're gonna want to know what the song is, and you're gonna listen to the song. And it's just like it's more powerful. Because niggas can make a crazy, nice little bop, but then it's just saying a bunch of nothing or a bunch of basic shit, and it's like, whatever.
What's really the difference between like a song and a ballad? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Shit. So, where are you from originally? Are you from this area?
Yeah, I'm from the 603, bro.
Okay. Shit, you from the 603, so, like, what's some of your favorite food spots that you be in?
I be in USA Chicken a lot.
USA
W
Chicken,
fucking Eats. I just go there, I grab a spot with a little Jamaican patty, and I call it a day. I just be folding that shit. My whole family rocks with that shit. Little spot called Guma's, little Caribbean style kind of spot. It's nothing big, but good food for sure. There are many like low key food spots here. Like Kisaki. If you fuck with sushi.
Yeah, I fuck with sushi.
Kisaki be slapping sometimes.
Kisaki is not bad. I fuck with Dave's Hot Chicken though. That's all. That's deep. But like
I see everybody guessing that. I never
bro,
been there
I'm
before.
telling you, it don't matter what you get, you gonna be full, and it's gonna be the perfect chicken.
I gotta check that shit out, bro.
Bro. Like, they be blessing you. Like, I got 2 tenders, right? And told me how they hooked me up with 3, and these tenders ain't like little motherfuckers. Them shits
Yeah,
is
I've
like
seen them.
big
They're like
fucking
fat
big,
ass.
bro.
Yeah.
And they give you like the bread and shit with the sauce and the pickles, even if you're just getting a tender. It's valid.
Type
Highly
shit.
recommend you.
I gotta check that shit out.
Check that shit out.
For sure.
Listen out. Shit. Do you you got any like performances? Like, have you ever performed before?
Never. I was just a couple times where I was supposed to perform and some shit just came up. I was supposed to perform last month, and you know.
That Bedford shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was supposed to pop out of that shit too.
I was on that, and I don't know what happened, but yeah, that went out the window. I was supposed to perform for Cairo once. You know, he was setting some shit up at the old studio. And someone threatened to like shoot that shit up or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. That's what I was hearing. But
shit's always popping off over there.
Yeah, shit's always man. It's a hot area.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's where all the parties and shit used to be thrown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the functions and shit. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to break that, like, you know, part of my career. Like, I need to perform. Like, I'm an artist who hasn't performed yet. And it's like, it's something that's like super nerve wracking, of course, for the first time. But it's like, it's got to get through it.
Have you ever considered looking at like the Jewel for like a first time performance?
That's where they're trying to
That's a good like intro place.
Yeah, that's where they're trying to reschedule the one that got canceled last month.
Okay.
At Jewel. I hope they make that work, because that'll be tough. It's a tough little venue.
That is tough.
Hell yeah.
Tough. It's good. It's a nice little spot you can get content too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever see yourself doing like event recaps or anything like that?
Maybe. No, I never really thought about it. Like, I mainly just think about, I need to get on the stage and just sing for niggas. Like, just do something first, you know, like, because it's the most publicity. You know, people see you in person, especially if you put on a good show, like, just like that, you're recognizable. You dig what I'm saying? And like, they're gonna want to tune in to like your work right after that. So it's like, I think it's just the best way for me to get exposure right now, because like, there's only so much you can do with like promoting your shit online. You know, not everyone's gonna tap in, not everyone's gonna click it, but like, if you're in a space, everyone has to listen to your shit, whether or not, like, you know, even if they're not paying attention, they hear a little melody, it's gonna catch their ear. They're gonna be like, hold up, who the fuck is on stage right now? Type shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna act like I got the most performances under my belt, but if I was to give you advice for your like first time performance, really just like everything you do it confident as shit, and just like really don't forget about the crowd. Like really work with the crowd and shit. Like if I could, I want to do more performances where like I'm in the motherfucking crowd, like doing this shit, like getting motherfuckers like a circle going and shit. So like really feed off of that crowd's energy when you're doing that.
That's another. I think that's like the most nerve-wracking thing about it. Like, you know, I was super close to this last performance, and that's what I was mainly just like, oh, I hope it's not a dead crowd.
Right.
Like, if it's a whack-ass crowd, you know, a bunch of bums, and they're not feeling anybody, it's like, I'm not even about to step on that stage, to be honest.
That's how you feeling?
Yeah, that's how it was, bro. I'm like, look, if I saw some shit like someone like Cairo go up there, and they don't give him any sort of, like, you know, feedback, I'm like, yo,
they hating for sure.
I'm going to fuck home, because Cairo's a goat. If you don't fuck with his shit, you're not gonna even fuck with me, because like, you know, I got a lot of my shit from him.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I was really just hoping it was good energy, because of course you gotta like ride off the energy of the crowd. You know, it's the people you're performing for.
Right. I mean, a big part of it too is also who like you got on stage with you. Like I've performed with like other people before, and like we really feed off each other. Because like I remember one time I was performing with my mans, and fucking we get on stage, and like the crowd was a little iffy, but once we started going, like we feeded off each other like really well and shit.
They rock with that. You know, that little chemistry. My set that I sent in to, you know, Jason, who he was hosting the whole shit. Shout out, Jason is amazing.
Oh, the little Bedford shit.
Yeah. I sent him tracks that had other artists on with me. I was supposed to perform with Ezra, had one with Cairo, and then there was like 5 artists on one song. You know, Cairo, me, Ezra, Jason, and Official Davis. Shout out Official Davis. So it was supposed to be, I wasn't finna be too alone, and after that I was supposed to perform one track, just a song that I knew everybody would fuck with. So a hard ass track on Life of the Party called Kamikaze. Shit ton of, you know, good feedback on that one. A lot of people was rocking with that one. So
yeah, that's crazy. We could have been on stage together, bro. I was supposed to add a track with Ezra that I was gonna send out to that shit. We was gonna perform this shit.
Type shit.
That shit would have been a movie, but they gonna replan that shit or something. They gonna figure it out.
Yeah. I hope they do.
Shout out to them.
For sure.
Shit, so I just peeped the little tattoo you got on your right. What
type shit.
Is that like your favorite tattoo? Your like only tattoo? Like what's tattoo situation looking?
So I've been wanting tats since I was a kid. Like, I was been fascinated by body art. Just always found it cool. Got my first piece when I turned 18. Scheduled that shit at 17. The minute I turned 18, I went and got it. Some Japanese kanji. It says health, love, and prosperity. Just fuck with that shit heavy. The boxing gloves. I've been boxing since I was 10 years old. So boxing's always been a major part of my life. So, you know, I love the sport, love everything about it. So I had to, you know, put it on my body because, you know, it's something I've, you know, changed my life for the better too, you know. Before that, I say I wasn't the best kid. You know, so the leaves, it don't symbolize shit. I just think if you like something, put it on your body, you know. And I had a friend do it for me, super talented. She hooked me up with this leaf and this new piece I just got, a little kunai with going under my skin.
That's hard how it cut. Like, okay, I'll fuck with that.
Nah, she did that. She's super talented, and I'm waiting for her to get her tattoo license. Meet her in the shop, get whatever the fuck.
Are you gonna put color on that one, or is it gonna stay as it is?
Nah, I'm just leave it like that, cause shit on the fingers, especially if it's that small, it'll fade away quick. So it's like, might as well preserve it.
It seemed like for the most part though, like all those tattoos had like meaning to you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna throw no stupid shit on my body. You know, it's like it's on there forever. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, like tattoos are like, I fuck with the pain aspect of getting like the tattoo. I feel like it puts so much more into like the tattoo itself. Like it actually puts like, it gives it a story almost. You're putting energy into it or something.
Type shit.
But shit, what kind of boxers do you fuck with?
Boxers?
Like, who's your favorite boxer of all time?
Of all time, Canelo. Canelo Alvarez.
Okay,
Canelo.
okay.
Tough as fuck, man. He's so, you know, he's taking a couple L's, and those are super recent. People think he's coming out of his prime. But it's like, yo, everybody takes L's, you know.
Right.
Canelo, like, look at what he's done more than who he's lost to. He lost to Mayweather. Everybody lost to Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he wasn't in his prime back then. But Canelo, he's just, I don't even know if I like him because he's Hispanic and I'm Hispanic. I just fuck with Canelo heavy,
Yeah, but I feel like even with the losses, like people be doing the most with that shit. Most of the boxers that like in that, not even boxers, but like not even boxing specifically, like MMA too. Like they be padding their stats all the way to get to a certain point, so that way they can like sell their tickets easier and shit. It's like it's all just a marketing game and shit. So like to really just judge someone off of like a couple of losses, like what? How you gonna do that?
Yeah, but that's what it just pisses me off so much, especially as a boxer. It's like people do so much yapping on the outside. It's like, bro, you've never been in the ring. Like, you can say what the fuck your game plan is. Until you hop in there, it's a different story. There is no plan. Just, it's survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go in there, you're not like, I bet I'm going to hit him with a jab. I'm going to fake this weave. And I'm going to couple with it. Like, no, you don't plan that shit. It's not, you're not fucking, what's that motherfucker named Sherlock? You're like, nah, bro. It's like, you go in there and you fight. That's how it is.
See, like, I got boxing gloves in the trunk. I'm not going to act like I'm any good at that shit, but I be fucking with it on the side. And, like, that was where I fucked up. I'd always go in, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to use my long ass arm. And then,
yeah, you know, you don't
fuck, plan B.
Nah, there is no plan, bro. You just swing.
Literally. What, so, like, do you fight? Are you left-handed, right-handed?
I'm orthodox, so.
Okay, so does that play into your fighting style?
Yeah, 100%. I can fight southpaw, but I mainly fight orthodox. It's just, you know, just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever be like? Have you ever whipped out just exclusively southpaw in like a particular fight to beat somebody?
No, because I don't trust myself enough to do southpaw in a fight. I can train southpaw. And, you know, hone the skills a bit more. Like, if I'm a shadow box, I'm going to sometimes, you know, throw in southpaw to maybe get my right hand stronger, you know, or, like, work on my footwork, because, you know, footwork is everything in boxing.
So if I was just starting, what should be the main thing? Footwork?
Footwork 100%, because all your power comes from your body, your legs. You know, if you're not twisting your body into, like, a right hand, that right hand's going to have no power. You dig what I'm saying? It's going to be love taps. Everything's down here.
Right, that makes sense though, because like I heard Tyson say something about that, like the way that he punches, like a lot of it's just like the turning power, like as he ducks and
for sure.
His.
Any real boxer you watch, their whole body is moving. They're not just swinging, and that's like what people think it's this easy ass sport. No, the fuck it's not, bro. No. Boxing is one of the hardest things, and it's such a physically demanding sport because you need to literally train every part of your body, from your feet to your hips to your chest to your shoulders, and then your arms. Like, the punch is like the very last thing that you should be worried about getting down.
I was literally just gonna say that too, because it's like with boxing, it's like we really, as watching it like on a screen or whatever, like professionally and shit, they go for so fucking long. They go round after round after round. But you actually go into start doing that shit, you gonna last like 3 minutes max or some shit, especially if you out of shape and shit.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? You can't be out of shape and getting in the ring or some shit.
No,
you're gonna fold. No. Like, It's hard, bro. It's fucking hard.
The stamina alone is just insane.
Yeah, bro.
That's why like people are always saying like Muhammad Ali's like the GOAT and shit, because that man could move so fucking fast, and
bro.
like he just had so much like range with his shit because he was so fucking tall. Like he could just like duck out that shit.
Type shit.
But he was still able to do all that quickly and then deliver the strikes.
Hell yeah.
With power.
On top of that, he's taunting his opponent the whole time, talking shit. Literally. Like, you know, he's doing a little shuffle in the middle of the fight. Like, Ali was the GOAT for sure.
Who else do you fuck with from like that Ali era? Do you fuck with Ray Leonard?
Sugar Ray Leonard, for sure. Fuck with him. But like, I wasn't super tuned into like the fighters from back then. You know, like the oldest fighter aside Ali ain't even a real fighter. Rocky Balboa. I was just tapped in with all the movies.
Those movies are fire.
They're so goated, bro. I rewatched them so many times.
But listen,
bro.
What do you think about the Creed movies?
Creed is tough as fuck too.
I don't feel like they compare to the old ones.
Nah,
They're definitely harder than like that Russian one. I didn't fuck with that Russian one.
Yeah.
But like,
nah, it's like no matter what, like, you know, it is a spin-off at the end of the day. You know, like it is definitely writing off the success of the Rocky franchise.
Obviously, yeah.
And like, you know, they try to make it its own thing, and I think they succeeded very well. With, you know, a completely different story focusing on Apollo, you know, rather than Rocky, and, you know, just showing how, you know, Rocky was this glorified boxer back in the day, you know, world renowned, and then now he's just, you know, little old man on the street. Right. Hey, Rocky, you know, yeah, that people see with the woo. But Creed is definitely a tough franchise. I don't think it's anything close to what Rocky was.
Oh no,
Creed is hard as fuck for sure.
Creed is hard as fuck. For me, it's like, shit, fucking. I just had me a little point. It was about Creed. Oh yeah. Like it's crazy how they really showed Rocky's arc from you saw his ascent from being a nobody to being the guy to then falling down being just like his old trainer to he died in the movies, right?
Yeah, Mickey died. His trainer.
Died and shit. No, I mean Rocky. In the Creed ones.
Rocky still kicking.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Shit, I thought he died the last one.
No, he wasn't in the last one. Creed 3, he wasn't in there.
Okay, yeah, because I thought he died.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't die.
Nah.
Shit, I'm tripping.
They barely mention him though, but like they didn't say he's dead.
Okay.
So yeah.
Shit. So, Michael B. Jordan was the main actor in the Creed movies. Right?
Yeah. Adonis Creed.
I low key feel like they're trying to prep Michael B. Jordan to be like our generation's Denzel Washington.
Yeah, you know, with that, you know, it's like a black actor is always passing down the torch to another. You know, it's like whether it was Denzel passing it on to Will Smith, and Will Smith is giving it to Michael B. Or Michael B. giving it to what's his face? You know, the poor man who played Damien in the third movie, Creed. Antagonist.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Jonathan Majors.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, because Jonathan Majors is now, you know, the new, you know, type shit. So, I forgot your question.
It's almost like it's like a process of mantling almost.
Yeah, for sure.
It's almost like we go through that in life even. So it's like to see that like on the film. I don't know. I find it interesting.
Yeah.
But shit, we gonna wrap this up. You got anything else you want to promote?
Nah, just tap in the Life of the Party, all platforms, J.O.S. And appreciate you for having me on.
Yes, sir. Good having you, my G.
For sure.
Tap in with my shit. By the time this is out, me and Ezra gonna have a song. It's called The Prize. So tap in with that shit. Got more music coming, more podcasts. And y'all tap in with my mans over here. We trying to get the city popping. So y'all uplift yourself. Stay safe.